Hey, welcome in, everyone, to another edition of the NFL and Madden Ultimate.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This is taken at his 4. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by the 4-time Pro Bowler and 2010 Comeback Player of the Year, and that's Michael Vick.
One of the most unique players in NFL history. You remember the snappy left-handed throw? The ability to break a play wide open with his legs. Absolutely dynamic, explosive, and rarely ever caught from behind.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Vick. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Give him 6 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Now Mostert, and an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. To throw, Vick. And this is caught by Watkins. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here's Michael Vick. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Vick and the offense will start 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Vick. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Throwing on second down. Jackson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Throwing is Jackson. Man open, Rice. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's go.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. They go play action here on first down.
Look, we came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game as well. That's a pretty impressive stat.
It really is, especially when you consider that every defense he faced was prepared for him and was kicking coverages in his direction.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offense.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Every time I watch LT blow up plays just like that one, I think of one quote. You can run, but you can't hide.
He won a record 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat.
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Randy Moss in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken short. Now a hit and a loose football. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. First half, and now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson going up top. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in the East Bay. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got...
And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. The Dolphins on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They shakes him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz. Too fast to handle.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Jackson. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script. From 4th down to 1st. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw, escaping the pressure right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the gun, Jackson. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
4th down, here's Jackson. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jamal Adams, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And Vic's throw there incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Vic goes play action. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Vic to throw it. 27 yards there, a first down. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Looking to throw again on second down. Vic got a man. It's Randy Moss. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. Throwing, Vic. Well, he caught it right at the... And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Willie Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. He can run, and I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So here's Vic following the interception. He's going to let it fly. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Vic readies to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Rod Woodson with a pick. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they did it in shutout. It's your time, baby. We did it.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. Welcome you to another installment of Madden.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted number 1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play 1 there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Ready. Go to base. Double time. Everyone's got 4 down.
They find some open field here. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. From 21 yards away, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball. Got a full game ahead of him. Hand it to him again. See if they can start to produce.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now Murray off play action. And incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. Here's Murray from midfield. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Murray going to throw. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mostert, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Sanders, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, there we see one reason why Bruce Smith was a first-ballot Hall of Famer. As disruptive a defensive force as there ever was, 200 career sacks, 2 more than my college teammate Reggie White.
He was the #1 overall pick, Bruce, and he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback. Out
comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
To throw is Sanders. Throwing on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. And Murray fighting, lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Now left side on the swing pass. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 27 yards there, a first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jackson. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll go down at the 28. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Lamar Jackson, 28 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Check 31. Check 31.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This fielded at the 2. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3-score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. First down, Murray. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. This is Mostert. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. On the draw, here's Sanders. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
One advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
To throw, it's Murray. Open man right side is Ingram. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief, that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Randy Moss. 70 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Begin.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4.
Pick your game up. Kill. Turn it up, run.
Another run with Sanders. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Murray, he'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Murray now on first down. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance.
As Sanders has it poked free. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jackson now. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. To throw is Jackson. Man open, Rice. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st down, Sanders. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run here with Sanders. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
And is there bad blood here? I mean, go for 2 when you're up that much?
If there wasn't before, there is now. When you do that, you've just announced to everyone, you just don't care about the other side at all. All you care about is what you're doing, and they just want to pile up points.
They did. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. To throw on third down, Murray. This is Johnson, he's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.